I love my alone time just as much as the next person, but if you feel like your home is stopping you from inviting people over or connecting with others, then come with me today as I do my Christmas home reset routine, and I'll share some tips on what I do to make my house feel a little bit more luxurious, so you can maybe apply the same and feel more comfortable and confident in your space. Why is it that we feel we have to escape our homes to experience a sense of luxury? Hotels are clean, calm, and beautifully created, and there are simple things we can do to recreate that in our own home. Luxury is about more than what you see. It's about what you feel, smell, and even hear. Start by creating a sense of freshness. Open the windows for crisp air. And I love to add a beautiful flower display. It's a really nice way to add some colour and contrast to the space. Hotels always nail this balance of sensory details, so think about how to layer scents and textures in your space. You know that sparkling clean feeling you get when you walk into a hotel? It's hard to replicate at home, especially if you have kids and pets, but it's not impossible. I like to get ready for the Christmas period with a deep clean. Clean out the fridge, because let's be real, guests will be in there. Clean out the drawers, make space and restock. This will help to give you a sense of being organised. Christmas can be a bit overwhelming with what sometimes feels like a sudden burst of social events, places to be and things to do. So when I feel like my home is clean and organised, it reduces that stress. So next, clean the oven. I do a maintenance clean every Saturday morning, so it doesn't become too big a job. Having a schedule for daily and weekly jobs really helps also. I talk more about this habit in a recent video. I'll link it here and below if you want to check that out later. And I'll be sharing more on all things home, wealth and wellness with weekly videos, so be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss them. Next is the microwave. Does anyone else hate this job? Someone in my house likes to forget to use the cover and food constantly explodes all over it. And if you leave that too long, let's just say you don't want to have a sensitive stomach. I also try to clean down the doors of the kitchen regularly. I have 2 kids, a Labrador and a husband that sometimes seems to forget how to pour drinks, eat food, and all the rest. I actually think I would be a really good detective. I can immediately tell who has been in the kitchen and what presses they've been in by the fingerprints and the type of mess that's made. Yes, I know I have a problem, but the key word here is maintenance, so that you avoid overwhelm and keep a space feeling fresh. In the living room, I like to get out all the attachments and get into the less seen places, like under the couch and all its crevices. Do you remember the days when there would be what felt like a fortune under there? The internet has ruined that for our kids. Barely a coin to be found. To achieve a more luxurious look in the living room, choose a palette of up to 3 core colours and layer pattern and textures within that. So finish off this area with the mop and on to the next. Pay attention to high traffic areas in your home, especially the light switches and the areas around it. These are the things you can sometimes go blind to but a guest would notice straight away. Clean the walls and the skirting, especially around pet beds. This is why it's always important to use the right paint in each of the areas so it's washable and easy to clean. You can see here that our dog Dunphy has scratched the wall, pushing around his bed. Another key tip is to keep a sample pot or leftover paint so you can touch up the walls when needed. It's hard to beat the look of a freshly painted wall. And if you need more help or starting from scratch, my design map can help you to easily customise your space from the ground up to one that you'll love. I'll pop that in the description box for you too. Next up, I do all the mirrors. They are a staple for a reason. They open up small spaces and reflect light beautifully. Even small decorative mirrors can brighten your space and add a touch of glamour. The bathroom is fundamental to keep clean and smelling fresh for yourself and also your guests. There's no better way to introduce luxury than with fresh, soft towels and robes. And yes, it's okay to have your Sunday best set that you use just for special occasions, but maybe over time replace the old with something a little bit more beautiful. You can elevate the bedrooms again with adding fresh bedding and various textures. If you have a king-size bed, make sure to add the right size pillows so that it looks in proportion. And if you can, feather-filled cushions and pillows are always the best. I recently did Josh's room, so I'll link that video again if you're interested to watch later. So while I was doing that, I cleared out old toys. We do that every year. We donate toys they no longer use that can be useful for someone else at Christmas and make way for the new. Storage is key to maintaining a clutter-free and easy to clean space, especially in a kid's room. Another sometimes overlooked consideration is lighting. Add lamps and floor lights to create variance in height and visual interest. I also like to mix old and new furniture. Thrifting old quality pieces can really add a sense of luxury. And here's a secret: if you're getting canvas prints, frame them. It instantly elevates the piece. So with all the prep done, it's time to decorate. When styling your home for Christmas or in general, be very intentional about choosing a colour scheme and sticking to it. You want to create a harmonious look to give it that considered experience you would find in a beautiful hotel. Old world nostalgia is very much trending this year, so you'll find lots of deep reds and burgundy and bows everywhere. Add a tablecloth if you can. Again, another opportunity to add visual interest and texture. The more soft elements you have in an open plan space, the warmer it feels, and it will also help with sound, especially when you're entertaining. There are so many ways to dress your dining table for Christmas. Do what speaks to you and your style. Pinterest is a great place to get inspiration. And try and gather pieces in the New Year's sale each year to build a beautiful collection that's meaningful to you. Just remember to stick to your palette and play with textures and height. So a quick look at where we're at, and then I've one more important job to do. Yes, you've guessed it, the windows. We have so much glass in this cottage and are quite exposed, so the window gets a hammering. Never mind the lovely daily window art left by my beautiful children. It's a constant battle on the inside, but the outside is a must. It's almost like the jewellery. Clean windows just make the house sparkle. and that certainly helps to get into the Christmas spirit. And remember, a luxurious home is not about what you spend, it's about making it comfortable and inviting, and enjoying it with those that you love.